Yo, what's going on guys? It's your boy Poison Okami here, me, myself, and I, back at it again with another video, and today's video is going to be a tutorial type video, done in a different style from how I usually do my videos, on items. So items, where you may think it or not, are actually quite an important asset to the game in terms of how you play, and it also does play a key part into team building. Now, team building is actually going to be something I'll be talking about on the channel another time in the future, but today I'm going to be focusing on items and which characters have the best items that you should lead with when you're picking your teams. So as you may know, there are certain characters that have, items that are better than others. All characters have different item sets from one another. Obviously, some characters are the same, and I'll be going through that very soon. Having a character with a good item set is very important in the game, because with this, you can actually have good max damage output by optimizing a good attack pill with a defense down tag. Item sets that can traditionally use this type of thing is very good. As you can see here in this clip from the tournament, with me and E commentating on this tournament, you can see that Giza actually uses the defense down tag and attack up pill to potentially do a lot of damage. His opponent does sub, but you can imagine the lot of damage that would do if both the defense down tag and the attack up pill were to connect via the damage.
Look at the holo subs, max damage. True max damage.
Oh, he said to stop the jitsu. Jesus.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Oh my god.
Stop being so optimal. Stop it.
Honestly.
E actually used a very good word there, which is optimal. An optimal situation is the best way to run something, especially in the terms of Naruto Storm 4. We actually used the word optimal quite a lot yesterday during the tournament because, these players were using the defense down tag and the attack up pills very well. As you can see, Giza got off a lot of damage in that combo that he did right there. So this is a good example of how you use the defense down tag and the attack up pill together. And yes, those of you who are wondering, defense down tag effects and attack up pills do stack, so you do a lot of damage with both of them together. So you guys are probably wondering, well, who are the best characters for good item sets? And I'm going to tell you this now. So I'm going to give you a whole list of characters right here in this video that I find actually have some of the best item sets, and I will give a brief explanation as to why each character is good in their own right with these item sets. Now, one thing you want to consider, as this is to do with team building as well as items and item management, you may not always want to pick these characters first. You may want to consider picking a different character first if you want a specific jutsu. For example, if you have a Rin Sharingan Sasuke on your team, but you have a character that's different with a great item set, you might want to consider if you want to prioritize having the great fireball or if you want to have good items. It depends on your playstyle and what your overall strategy is. Okay, with that out of the way, let me tell you what the best item set characters are in this game, in my own opinion, might I add. Okay, to start off, we're going to actually go with a very peculiar character, which is PTS Shino. PTS Shino is a very good character. He's the only character in this game with an item set like his. He has 2 defense down tags, 1 poison tag, and 3 paper bombs. Now, there's no other characters with an item set quite like that. The fact he's got 2 defense down tags and a poison tag means that you can actually dish out quite a lot of damage in a short amount of time. Granted, the fact that PTS Shino alone can actually connect his ultimate jutsu from his chakra insect, you're talking about a lot of damage. If you add on paper bombs onto that as well with strike back, and if effects are turned on, again, you are talking a lot of damage from the fire damage from the paper bombs, poison, plus defense down tag, strike back into a team ultimate. That's a whole bar of health right there. So PTS Shino, for DPS purposes, has an amazing item set. Not only that, but the poison tag can take down quite a lot of damage over time, and then that combined with a defense down tag can actually do quite a bit of damage with any other damage you hit with Shino's insects or any poking attacks that you may do, or any attacks that you do on block. So because of this, the 3 paper bombs as well. 3 is better than the traditional 2 or 1 that most characters have. You'll find that the PTS characters in the game all have, or mostly have, 3 paper bombs each. So characters like PTS Shino, PTS Ino, Naruto, stuff like that, they all have 3 paper bombs. So really good characters to play, and I do recommend using them. So yes, at the very start here we have PTS Shino. So keep this character in mind. So next I'm going to give you a list of characters that all have the same item set, and I'll explain why this item set is considered to be really good. So Edo Hashirama, Edo Madara, Kidomaru, and Sakon all have 2 paper bombs, 2 kunai bags that sit on the ground, and 2 attack up pills. Now, the reason why I say that this is a very good item set is because you have the attack up pills and the 2 paper bombs for your DPS purposes. They dish out a lot of damage in such a short amount of time with these setups. When you got characters like Madara and Hashirama that have good combos and high damaging jutsus, again, you're talking about a lot of damage overall. Kidomaru and Sakon having this item set is good because you can lead them on a team and then just switch out to other characters if you need to. So this is really good. Not only that, but Edo Hashirama and Edo Madara are seen in quite a lot in competitive play, so this is very good. Now, the reason why I say that this item set is so good is because the paper bombs and the attack up pills speak for themselves from a damage perspective, but the 2 kunai bags on the ground is actually a very good tactical play. It has actually saved me from getting comboed many times. I actually see the kunai bags as like another way to use a substitution. It's like an alternative substitution, if you will. Many times I've been comboed and a kunai bag has actually came and interrupted the opponent, and then I was able to actually get freed from the combo that I was getting comboed in. So very good. You know, that's why I would consider this. I know a lot of you might not consider this item set to be as good, but from my own personal opinion and my own experience and all the hours I put over, you know, 2,500 hours into the game stretched across all platforms, probably even more than that, probably approaching 3,000 hours now. You know, this is something that I think is actually pretty good. And then next is Ruka, very similar item set to the others that I've just mentioned. Ruka has 2 bomb balls, 2 kunai bags, and 2 attack up pills. Now, the reason why I didn't quite list them as the same is because the bomb balls are actually different from the paper bombs. These are waterproof and they sit on water. If you were to throw paper bombs on water, they will explode instantly. So it's good to check out Ruka's bomb balls there. But yes, he basically has the same item set as Hashirama, Madara, Kidomaru, and Sakon. Very good character. Okay, next we have some real DPS heavy characters here. We have Rin Nohara, Tenten, and Sarada. Now, these characters have 2 defense down tags, 2 paper bombs, and 2 attack up pills. Now, the combination of attack up pills with defense down tags is amazing. That with paper bombs as well, you are talking lots of damage when your opponent has no subs. This is the type of item set you want to save and consider using inside combos. You want to pick a character like Rin, do the first hit, you know, jump, apply a defense down tag, hit again, then grab buffer, switch to the next character, attack up pill, and then you're talking lots and lots of damage. Rin, Tenten, and Sarada all lead with this same exact item set. Very good characters. I do recommend doing these. These are great for great DPS output. And then if you pair any of these 3 with a strike back, those paper bombs are going to be very useful. This is the overall theme here, is that paper bombs are very good with strike back, but I will be talking about that more in a future video. Next, we have Tell, Beast Bomb Naruto, Mecha Naruto, and Roshi, and these guys have 2 defense down tags, 2 bomb balls, and 2 attack up pills. So very similar to Rin, Tenten, and Sarada. It's just the only difference is that instead of paper bombs, these guys actually have waterproof paper bombs with the bomb balls. Now, I say Tell, Beast Bomb Naruto, I actually mean all other Narutos. I looked at all the Narutos and they all have the same item set other than PTS Naruto. However, still very good that all the Narutos, Mecha Naruto, and Roshi have this waterproof damage-esque thing here. You can actually really force some bomb hits on the water with these bomb balls. You know, I've seen it many times where people ran into them on accident while walking on water, so that is very good. But again, same as the Sarada, Rin, Tenten squad, these 3 have a very, very good item set. For damage purposes, I would recommend having these as a lead. You know, like if you do Naruto the last, lead him, he's already got a great item set, you know, and then he fits very nicely into your meta team. Okay, so this character alone is going to be a very interesting introduction into this video. We're actually going to be talking about PTS Tenten. Now, a lot of you may agree or disagree. I'm sure this character is a controversial pick, but I have my reasons. PTS Tenten has 3 grounded kunai bags, 2 air kunai bags, and 3 paper bombs together. That is a grand total of 5 kunai bags altogether, plus the 3 paper bombs. Tenten has 8 items altogether. 8 individual items, excluding her 2 up, her 2 up pills, the guard break pills. The fact that PTS Tenten has 8 of these items and then 5 of them are kunai bags means a lot of interruption and a lot of free guard pressure that don't involve any of your moveset or your support's movesets. You don't have to switch tech or anything. It's free guard pressure and free interruption, and in some cases, free substitutions. PTS 1010 with these kunai bags is amazing. I usually throw 1 to 3 out in short bursts every time. I usually throw 3 out and I'll throw like 1 and then another 1, or throw 2 out and then 3 later, all together in one go, and I'll combine them with my own shuriken or jutsu, and then I'll switch check jutsu and approach Naruto 1010. Is very good at winning certain situations that you need to be won, i.e. situations where you're both on orange health, it's the final round, you can use those items to pin down your opponent, and to also, not gonna lie, those kunai bags are very good at shutting down support, so I would recommend using those. But yes, and then 3 paper bombs. Again, 1010 gives you 3 free strike backs if the paper bombs hit, so if you do it during a combo and your opponent has no supports. So again, 3 free strike backs, and then if you're playing in a scenario where elemental effects are on, then yes, PTS 1010 is amazing for that. I would definitely say she has a very high tier item set for that strategic purpose. Maybe not so much of a DPS like the others, but for strategy and just pure annoying purposes, she's great for making opportunities, and I'd say PTS 1010's item set is amazing for that reason. And then those puppet users, any puppet users that are watching this video, you're going to like this input. So I've actually included Conqueror and PTS Conqueror, but they're both slightly different, so I'm going to mention them one at a time. So Conqueror here has 2 poison tags, 2 bombos, and 2 attack up pills. Again, usage with the poison tags, the attack up pills, bombos, waterproof, and strike back fire damage. Very good lead to have on the team. Many times I pick Conqueror just to lead him in the team, and then I would switch off of him and then play him alongside characters like Pain or Shisui, and then just the general gameplay of the poison tags and the attack up pills go very nicely together. Now, doing a lot of nice combos like that, or maxing him with a character like Sasuke, for example, doing Sasuke the last, poison them, attack up pill, very nice. As the sub's about to come back, throw a bomb, force a strike back. There's a lot of strategy and a lot of DPS you can get there just by having Conqueror as the team leader of your team. Again, certain scenario there with PTS Conqueror. We got 2 paper bombs, 1 poison tag, and 2 bombos. This man has an exclusive amount of paper bombs on his arsenal. He has a total of 4 paper bombs, 2 of them being waterproof and 2 of them being regular paper bombs. Amazing, amazing character, really good. I would heavily recommend picking PTS Conqueror as your lead if you are a puppet user. If you're a player like Playco or Yukino, or if you are a player that likes to, add a puppet into your team along with 2 regular characters, if you're gonna ever pick Conqueror, PTS Conqueror, definitely make sure to have these 2 as your main leads because they give you great items. So next is Asama, Jubuto, and Hidan. So they have 2 defense down tags, 2 kunai bags, and 2 attack up pills. Now, I know a lot of you guys are thinking that, they're not as great as Rin, Sarda, and 1010 for having the paper bombs. But again, the kunai bags are seen to be a good strategy thing, helping you get out of combos and also interrupting enemy supports as well, shutting them down instantly if you time it correctly and hit them at the right time. Hidan, Asama, and Jubuto are good first picks for these. Now, I know Hidan's jutsu ain't great, Asama's jutsu is decent, and Jubuto's is, some people say yes, it's good. Some people say it isn't. I guess it's down to the player. But if you're ever going to build a team and jutsus aren't too much of a big bother, and you want to play around, you want to consider items, these 3 are also a great pick as well. Okay, so getting down to the last few characters here, we have second Tushikage Mu and PTS Naruto. They have 2 air kunai bags, 2 bombos, and 2 attack up pills. So again, the 2 waterproof bombos there, the 2 attack up pills, combine the 2 together, that's a lot of damage. And then the air kunai bags just for the strategical approach of interrupting the opponents. Not only that, but air kunai bags actually last on the field slightly longer than the grounded ones, that is worth noting. And then next we have PTS Gara on his own with 2 paper bombs, 2 defense town tag, but only 1 attack up pill. Literally, I can't think of many characters in the game that only has 1 attack up pill, so Gara's quite weird for that. So I would recommend using defense down tag on his own and then keeping 1 defense down tag and then combining that with an attack up pill so you can get a lot of damage in a combo at some point. Mixing Gara with a character like Sasuke the Last, or any character like Sage of Six Paths Murderer, anyone that has an infinite that can use these defense down tags and attack up pill well, really good. And then while you're playing as Gaara, you can apply those paper bombs with your strike back support to get that nice strike back damage there as well. Good damage overall from the neutral game for combos. So there you have it, guys. Those are all of your characters there and their amazing item sets. So some of you have probably got to this part of the video wondering, well, where's this character, where's that character? And I gotta agree, some close contenders that I decided to not mention in this video would be Orochimaru, Kabuto, most of the Kabutos actually, Pain and Utakata. They all have very decent items with their arrangement of paper bombs, poison tags. It's just the only thing that ruins it is that they have speed up pills or attack down tags that I just don't really consider good for damage purposes. Attack down tags are a good strategical approach if you know you're about to get a lot of damage coming in your way, but they're mainly just used as a combo extender, and combo extenders can be used in other ways via, you know, holo stepping and chakra dashing and stuff. So, you know, I don't really see it to be that important, but they are very close contenders on their own. Anyways, guys, I hope this video has helped you and has given you a better insight on how to build your teams. You might walk away from this video deciding to build your team slightly different, or it might even encourage you to take a look at some characters that you might not have even played before, like PTS 1010 or Asama or PTS Shino. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, you know that you got to ask them down in the comments below, and your boy will be sure to respond to you. As always, it's been your boy Poison Okami. Matane.